Hello YouTube, let's play some chess. Playing with the black pieces. Going for the Caro-Kann. Which variation are we gonna get today? Is it gonna be a Tartar cover? Ooh, Alien Gambit? Yes, it's an Alien Gambit. Okay, I actually like myself some Alien Gambits. This is a move I haven't seen, but I can just take that, right? Yeah, okay, but I can just take that. Oh, that's his idea. Okay, but I still have a lot of composition. So let's see what we can do. And I don't really have much here, but can't move my bishop for the discovery because my rook is hanging there. I could maybe improve my knight, which also allows this bishop to become a little more active. This just improves my bishop and my rook, so I don't see why I shouldn't do this. Also, that square is covered, so this is not easy for him to bring a rook there. Maybe I should just push. So he probably wants to sack a bishop, although that doesn't work. Let's just go here for now. Knight is standing there, so now he should watch out, I feel like. So can I counterattack his queen? Maybe he does come with tempo. He could go there though. That's still interesting. That should just go back now, which at least attacks a pawn. This is defended by the rook, so yeah, he doesn't want to lose that pawn. Maybe attack the bishop. See what he wants to do. Probably he wants to go there. Okay, that's an option as well, I guess. I could attack the bishop again, which makes sense. I need to get my bishop out and then my rook in some way. Let's try that. He could offer a rook trade, which probably makes sense for him. Though he has to calculate this. Let's say I go here, he can probably just take my rook, right? If takes, doesn't really do much. I could let him take and just prioritize development. Does this do anything? I guess there I have a fork at least. Takes. That's just a bunch of trades. He wins a pawn in the end, so that's not really ideal. So let's prioritize development. This bishop is at least a bit annoying for him. He's thinking, which is good. Here I think I just push my pawn. So if I move my bishop, doesn't really matter where. Could attack the knight, although I could take it. If I move my bishop in this diagonal, then that loses this bishop. I think pushing the pawn makes sense. Okay. Guess after I push, he has this idea. Let's just align my rook to his queen. Maybe he wants to sack. Probably makes sense. Yeah, this trade isn't too bad, I feel like. I could take and then actually win some material back. That's something at least. He takes here. I could just take back, I'm not in a rush. There's some annoying checks, but I can move my king and he does win a pawn. Yeah, I have to go for this. I mean, I'm down some material, so I need to win something back. Can I go for this? Oh, then he takes here, probably. So maybe then I just move. I don't know, here? Let's see. Takes here. Queen here, rook here is actually winning for me. I think I can go for this. That rook is still pinned, so not in a rush. If he pushes, that's also fine. I can just take in that moment. And he could move out of the pin. Probably makes most sense for him. And again, I don't have discoveries because my rook is hanging. But if he makes one wrong move, I am maybe able to defend my rook somehow and set up some threats. And again, this rook isn't going anywhere, so I could take that at any point. Yeah, this is definitely a game I'm gonna learn a lot. Of course, because of the opening trap. I thought I knew what to play against Alien Gambit, but apparently I didn't. And this rook is still pinned, so you can take here, but then you just lose your rook again. And you can't take with the rook because that's pinned. Now there are some discoveries which probably don't work. At the very least I can still take here and then take this pawn afterwards. Which I should do now. So this doesn't make any sense, right? Well, I guess if he goes to a light square I win his queen. He goes there. I can force him to a light square. So actually I can force a draw here now maybe. Or is he just gonna push? That's probably what he does. Yeah, so I need to take. And let's just take here. And I definitely have some compensation here. And this should be fine. Don't allow his queen in. Yeah, that check doesn't really do much, I feel like. And he has another check, but again, doesn't do much. He wants to trade, makes sense. This doesn't work because of that check. I think I'm gonna have to trade. Then maybe this. Defending the pawn sideways. He doesn't have any checks in this position, so that should be fine. Yeah, he's bringing his king in, which makes sense. Could go for the check. Maybe bring my king or something. I'll bring my king now, actually. Just grab opposition, don't allow his king in. Again, he doesn't have any queen check, so he could attack my rook, but I could just move it. Does this check make any sense now? Maybe. Looks a bit interesting. See what he wants to do. Of course, my bishop is a little less defended now. But I can drop it back, and that's actually pretty decent configuration. King can't go here, so... Yeah, so this is what I was thinking. Now at least I have an open file to work with. So we could trade some pawns here, at least that gets rid of his passed pawn. He doesn't have any checks there, because that's covered. Let's go there, see what he wants to do. Of course, he could go there. Again, that's covered. He doesn't have any checks. He pushes. That actually stops his check here as well. Okay, that's interesting. Could try this, but doesn't do much. Maybe go here, but then this is annoying. Move up like this. Again, well, actually, you can't play this. What if I go here? He checks Like this, of course. Maybe this. Let's go here and see what he wants to do. And these two checks are both covered. If he takes this pawn, I can take here. And afterwards he might have some checks. But I think I should be fine. Okay, we go for this trade. I feel like if he goes there, I can just block and that should be okay. And then it's really tough for him to get through with these pawns. Yeah, so he goes for that. Which I guess makes some sense. Go here for now. He checks now, I can just move my king probably. This isn't too scary. Again, I'm fine with a draw, so guess he can win a pawn there. Then I do have some counterattack again, which doesn't work because he can win my rook. What if I just move up now? I think that's fine. Could go there, I can go back. And here I can block. Because he's no longer attacking my rook. Okay, so he goes and attacks my rook. I'm guessing this is a nice idea. Well, he does win some pawns here. Makes sense. But I'm fighting. Let's be annoying. Okay, I guess that wins for him as well. Okay, you don't really need two queens for this, but okay. I just want to go to the analysis part. Why are you taking so long? There's so many ways to checkmate. Made him one in multiple ways. Don't know what he's thinking about. Okay. He doesn't really want to mate. I mean, do you want to go to the 50 move rule or what? Okay, let's go to the game review, finally. Don't know why people are annoying like that sometimes. Let's see, of course, I messed up in the opening. But actually I want to learn something because I know c4 is the best move, so what do I do in this position? Actually just king g8 or queen d6. King g8 looks best, and let's say he defends that pawn. Then e5, which looks crazy. He takes, can I just pin that knight? Queen e8. And again he can defend. Knight bd7, I'm just giving up some pawns because he's already lost a piece. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, what happened in the game is I took. And he was prepared. And I was fighting. Well, actually, played alright the rest of the game, I feel like. This wasn't even best. Rook d8 here. So let's say he goes here. Then bishop c5. Yeah. Kinda transposes. And yeah, of course there's not much I can do. But I made it quite difficult for him, I feel like. Yeah, and yeah, he just went to the winning endgame, and there's nothing more to analyze here. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you want more of this. Preferably with me winning, of course. Maybe become a member, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.